I am here today to make a little explainer video tutorial on how to use WordPress's dashboard. So on the left hand side we have the website, on the right hand side we've got Facebook. So I'm going to use Facebook just to copy over some news. So let's start there with the news page. To add an article into the news page, go to the news page. Now at the top there's a drop down where you can see add new. We're going to choose post, and the title will be, let me see here, recent work, just Mark 3 Seat Leon. I'm going to copy that into the title, and then beneath this I can either build up using these elements a layout, or very simply just change it over to visual, where you can copy this in. What category is this? This is make a new one. Car repair painting. Okay, now for the image, I click the image and save it to my desktop, and then go down here where it says featured image. You want to click the featured image and drag that across. You can see here in the media library, I've already populated the media library with all these new superb photographs down here, and previous photographs and car logos and things. But anyway, I want to add that as the featured image. In fact, let's just look at that for a moment. In here, there's an option to edit the image. Sometimes you might want to edit out that black area around the image like so. So I'm only interested really in that. So I'm going to select the area that I want to crop. I'm going to press the crop tool. Press save. And set the featured image. Let's go ahead and publish that now. I'll go here and view the site. Go to the news page. We can see that our new Mark 3 Seat Leon has been added to the site very quickly, and looks well. On the home page also, that new news article has appeared, pushing the previous old news down the line. So it would be a good idea to continue to add new news to the site like this. Some of the other pages then to go into would be the likes of reviews. So these reviews, I've copied across 10 from Google reviews and a mix of Facebook reviews, so they are all in. So how would you go about adding in new reviews? Well, you need to go to the dashboard here and go down to testimonials. There you can see all the testimonials, and to add a new one you just press the add new button at the top. Give the person a name, type in their review or testimonial, categorize it with just that one. That you can change the star rating here and write in a summary. In fact, you can populate all these boxes, but the basic ones are just the name, the testimonial, and the summary. I like to turn comments off and hit publish. I'll not bother hitting publish. Well, I will. I'll hit publish on that to see Jim Smith, and then I'm actually going to remove that now by moving it to the bin, and that's that one, bin. So there are lots of things in the dashboard to explore. You'd be here forever making a video about every single thing. So the key things would be how to change an image in the slideshow at the top. That's another thing. So if you go to a page where there's a slideshow, and let's say we want to change this picture of the Audi, you can go up here where it says slider revolution and choose home slider. Once it loads up the slider, you can see these are all our 4 slides, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're on slide 5 of the Audi, and we may want to change the picture. So you go over to this button here where it's the slide options, and you can go down to the media library and choose a different image from the media library, such as, yeah, we'll go with the finished mini and hit save. Now when we go to the site, slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, there's our mini. So I'm going to go back and change that back to the Audi. Lovely picture. And that covers how to edit the slideshow images. To edit the text within the slideshows, you just have to get your mouse in there and double click, and you can bring the text up, which you can then change. This is just a short code for a button that forwards to the contact page. So not really any reason to change that one. Add a new slide in, you can go down to an existing slide that is already created and press the little duplicate icon, which will create a duplicate of the selected slide, and then you can go about changing everything on it. So that would be slide, copy of slide 4. And I'm just going to hit the little eyeball on that, which turns it off. Okay, press save. And go out of this. And the ID is back. Frequently asked questions. Add in a frequently asked question. You can go to the frequently asked questions page, and at the top press edit page. This will load up the page builder. You can see in a second here. Although this does look sort of complex, one tip that I have is I like to bring over in a different tab on the right the visual layout, and then over here have the page builder layout. That allows me to look through it and sort of visualize, well, there's the blank space, then there's text, image block, drop. Let's open that up and see. How am I sure? So yeah, I can press the edit button on that and change something like, how am I sure to use the correct colors of paint, and water-based is telling me, and cutting edge. There we go, 2 typos. So I can then hit save on that and press update. And remember, we're looking over here for color to be changed to colors, and water-based to be changed to hyphenated. Yep, cutting edge hyphenated and the water-based hyphenated. So that's how you basically can edit the text within there or create a new one by cloning the little duplicate button. Yeah, I've added in all the insurance logos into the footers of most pages. They link to the respective insurance agents. So it's nice to see that. I changed the button here so that this is a click to call. When you press it, it starts a phone call rather than taking this to the contact page. I removed appointments and changed that to just get in contact. I added more reviews from Facebook and Google, general just Google search. I also changed the logo at the top from the smaller one line logo. Yeah, I just think it stands out a bit more. It's also able to put some of Chloe's photographs into this area, and yeah, as I say, I added this little image for the reviews too. I think the main thing is to add more news that's relevant, something that you would put on Facebook that you could then also put on the website, like finished jobs. I think that's the most obvious one. When a job's finished, take a picture, do a very short write-up and post it on the site. That way people, whenever they are basically, what's the word I'm looking for here, people are not judging but evaluating whether to use you or not, they'll look at all the finished cars and go, wow, they really are doing what they say they do. Where these sort of posts are more just, they're very old now, and it'd be nice to see some fresh content going in there. So let's see what else we could do. Right, here's a job vacancy, which is a pretty good post to be adding. Add new post and change it to visual. I'm going to paste in the main copy. Take that and put it up there. Right, see what the spelling checks are saying. Spell checker. Right, there we go. And the image. Can't really put that image up. It's terrible. There we go. So the final thing is let's put information, and that information is fine. Set the featured image. Scroll up and hit publish. And now when we're on the news page, you should see another news post about the job vacancy. Here we are. And there's no problem leaving that there. Having clients or potential staff get in contact with their details might not be such a bad thing. I changed the images in the header here and here. And that about covers the basics of what to do. Anything that's more advanced than that, I could make a particular video for that thing, but you just have to bring up on the right hand side the visual layout and then on the left hand side the page builder, and that helps navigate where you need to change and what changes you need to make. So that's a wrap.